right, this message is for someone that has been feeling stuck. It feels like this message is also for someone who's been hiding away from their truest self, from their truest expression and expressions. This message is for someone that is being called to take the leap, move forward, trust yourself. This message is asking you to wake up to all that you are. It's time that the spotlight be on you, is what I'm hearing. We have naked here. It's like it's time for birth. It's time. You've been in, and maybe in hiding is what I'm hearing, but also maybe you've been in the womb, right? The womb of the universe, and you are being molded again, or molded back to the remembrance of who you actually are. You have follow the spark in reverse. Or wait, yeah, follow the spark in reverse. You have schmixed time in the upright. You could be seeing 133, and you have awakened in the reverse. All right, welcome to Soul Wisdom Tarot. My name is Amber, and my intent here is to always help you and support you in activating, trusting, and strengthening your soul wisdom. Please use your discernment in these messages. Take what resonates and then leave what doesn't. Let's get into it. Spirit, I ask that you cover this reading. So yes, like I was saying, this is really feeling like someone is in the womb of the universe. Someone is asking to show themselves. It's like, show your stuff, be yourself. It's time to be naked. It's time to be, not literally, and maybe it is for somebody, I don't know, but it's time to strip yourself of the mask. It's time to strip yourself of all this faking it to make it. Like, do you want to thrive, or do you want to just survive? Okay. I didn't know my little plant, oh, it's chasing the sun. Sorry, I saw that in the camera and it was looking kind of sad. But yeah, do you want to thrive, or do you want to just survive? Like, you can be in a thriving energy. The purpose, one of the purposes of this life, the way that the easiest way to have life support you and not feel like you're constantly climbing uphill, always trying to fight for what you want, right? Tap into who you are, tap into your purpose, and then let the divine, let source, let life, let it support you. So this reading is calling somebody out to come forth. Come forth. Your message, your words, your story, your truth, your lessons, your wisdom is needed. It's needed. It's like you're gatekeeping your gifts. Somebody, damn it, they keep dropping. We get closer to my table, because we ain't about to keep picking these cards up like this. They about to stay down there. Maybe this deck don't want to be used. I don't know. But anyways, yes, but this reading is calling you forth. You may be a starseed. You may know that you're a starseed. You may not feel 100% confident in your abilities, your gifts. I'm hearing somebody knows light language and they speak it on a regular. Yeah, you are. I feel like you may feel like you're carrying some karma with the Six of Cups here in the reverse. You're carrying some karma from past lives. But if that's the case, I'm hearing the divine say that you've already worked that out and cleared that out. Three of Pentacles. That's already been worked out and cleared out. Let's keep moving, Spirit says. Yeah, lay the burdens down. Somebody is really struggling right now because they are fighting against themselves. It's like you're fighting against the current and you don't even have to. There are so many people that are willing to work with you. There are so many collaborations available. Like you're feeling like your effort and your work is not being noticed. That's why you feel like you're constantly in survival, and it's really made you feel extremely powerless. Like, you know that you have a very authoritative energy about yourself, and I don't feel like it's being taken in the best way. Like, you have a strong sense of self, but it's like it's being channeled in a survival energy. It's being channeled towards challenge, not ease. It's feeding something that is making life feel harder than it needs to. What's that? Yeah, when you are working against yourself, you slow down momentum. You literally stop the momentum. It's like trying to push a boulder uphill when you really could just not. I don't know where I was trying to go there, but it's like trying to push a boulder uphill when you don't need to. You know, you don't, like, say you're trying to get all the boulders down, but you're deciding to work against yourself. When all you got to do, the boulder's already at the bottom of the hill. But here you are trying to prove something that's not even in your, I'm hearing like strength. It's not in your field. Someone's trying to make something happen in a field that's really not for them. And it's like, you know what your field is. You know where your strength is. Yeah, you are blocking your own generational wealth, your own legacy. And I feel like with the Emperor card here, legacy is important to you. Man or woman, you have a strong masculine energy about you. You don't have no problem working. You don't mind taking action. You have a very strong authoritative figure or energy figure that just came through. Maybe you were raised by a military parent, or you have military parents is what I'm hearing there. Maybe you are, okay, so I'm hearing as well, you were raised in a family that you were kind of expected to take a certain route. Maybe it's a family business or something like that. You were expected to take a certain route, and you've kind of, and you're supposed to lead this, is what I'm hearing, but it's not really your passion. And the divine is telling you it's okay to say no. It's okay to follow what you actually, what you feel called to do. Yeah, wow, okay. Yeah, I feel like the divine is definitely offering you some type of an opportunity to create some type of financial stability. Now, with this being the Knight, it's not moving anywhere because you have not channeled your energy, your effort, your authoritative energy, you haven't taken action in this direction. You haven't taken action to actually live and be in your purpose. You got the Three of Swords here. I think you're afraid, I feel like you're afraid of hurting somebody. This could be you're afraid of hurting family. You're afraid that relationships are going to end if you choose self. And the Magician just came out. Yeah, this is like, I feel like whatever you're actually being called to take part in, move forward in what's actually your soul's desires, it requires you, or it allows you, is what I'm hearing. It allows you to be more creative. As above, so below. As within, so without. It's like the law of correspondence, the law of relativity. I feel like a lot of your downtime, the downtime you do have, because I feel like whatever you're doing right now, if this has to do with work, a lot of your action and energy goes towards this thing that you're working and that you're doing, whether that's working with your family or just feeling like you got to keep on going to this job because, you know, it pays the bills, it's comfortable, you know what to expect, you know, da 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 da, whoop de whoop. But I'm also hearing here with what I'm also hearing here with the Magician card is like it's imagination. So it's like a lot of your downtime, I feel like you spend fantasizing and imagining yourself doing something completely different. Like whatever this actual passion of yours is, you spend a lot of your time in the clouds about it. I'm hearing that your family, you know, if this is I'm picking up strongly right now that somebody is pursuing a lifestyle, a job, a career, a business because their family, that's maybe what everybody else has always done in your family, or it's just something about family and pressure and obligation and expectation. So here I see you have the 3 of Wands and you have the 6 of Wands in the reverse. It feels like if you decide to venture off and do your own thing, you're not going to be supported by your family. You're not going to be supported by someone or something that is important to you or has been important to you. Yeah, and that's why for so long you have refused to move away from this, move forward. You're emotionally attached to the expectations that have been placed on you probably since you were a child. You got Judgment here, which is really delaying a lot of what it is that you desire and what you truly want for yourself. It's really delaying this life that you envision. Like when you spend that time daydreaming and imagining and fantasizing, it's really delaying you activating that timeline. You got the Page of Wands here and the 5 of Pentacles. So I'm also hearing, yeah, I feel like a lot of your finances are tied up, of course, in this situation. And it's like, okay, if I take this leap, if I take this inspired action, am I going to be financially supported in that, right? Am I going to be able to still tap into the resources that I have? Is what I have, is it going to be exhausted? Whether that be connections, money. You got the Knight of Swords. I feel like when you do, start becoming logical about taking, like, because you do spend that time daydreaming. But when you do become logical and you start thinking about all of the, logistics of this thing and how it can work and how it could fail and all this different stuff, it really discourages you. And I feel like the unexpected situations that could arise are, is what's keeping you feeling kind of stuck. Page of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Nine of Wands. Okay. So what I'm hearing here with the Moon, the Nine of Wands in the reverse, and the Page of Pentacles, what I'm hearing is that, say you take this leap, say you move forward in your passions, you are going to be supported. You are going to be surprised. I feel like you taking this leap and trusting yourself, all yourselves, is literally going to activate something in someone near you, that someone close to you, that's near you. It's going to activate something in them, and they're going to admire you and they're going to support you. You're going to get support from somewhere that you do not recognize yet. If you take this leap, is what I'm hearing. Someone has been keeping a secret from you. Here's a scenario. Say a family has a construction business, and all the men, there's a father, say there's a great grandfather. He started this business. His son did it, and all his sons were been in the business. Those boys, or his sons, have now had children, and all of those boys have now been in the construction business. This is a family construction business. This is just going on and on and on. Say the last generation, say it's you, one of them decides, you know what, I have really wanted to be a chef. I've wanted this all my life. And they say, you go take that leap to go be a chef. You are going to activate something in your family bloodline, because somebody has been there's a lot of people in that situation, still talking about this construction business within this family. There's a lot of those family members who have been a part of that construction business, or are a part of that construction business if they're still, able-bodied, right? They're not too old or injured or hurt or something like that. That they've wanted to do something different. They never wanted to be a part of the family construction business. And you being the one to take the leap is going to activate something in the bloodline that's going to allow more creativity, more expression, more healing to happen. And you are going to get support. Somebody's going to confess to you that they are so glad that you finally said something, because goodness gracious, I did not want to be a part of the family business. You are going to open up a pathway for more expression, more authenticity, and more healing in your bloodline. Now, that is just a hypothetical situation, but it's that idea that's happening here. It's like the programming, it's the passed on narratives from, like, living someone else's life, living through someone else's beliefs and ways of being. You can break that, and that's what the divine is calling you to do. That's what the divine is calling you to do. Yes. High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. Okay? Tap in. This has been an issue for a long time within this situation. Whatever this is for you, this, like, and maybe it's not a family business. Maybe it's, you know, every single woman in your family ends up single with children and they're raising the children by themselves. When are you going to stop the cycle? When are you going to break the pattern? When are you going to come back to self? Right? And these women with, you know, they're single mothers, and, you know, maybe you grew up and you hear them complaining and talking about the children's fathers all the time and how they don't do this and they don't do that and like they're clearly not happy. But no one's breaking the cycle. They just continue to activate the same timeline, the same cycles and patterns over and over by complaining and doing the same shit over and over and over again. So somebody is here to break a curse. Ooh, somebody is here to break a curse. Okay? Somebody is here to break a curse. Listen, somebody is here to equalize something out. Damn. Purify the soul. It says purify the soul. Stop compromising. Somebody is here to break a curse. Ooh, okay. And that is the title of this reading. You are here. Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Wands. Listen, Wheel of Fortune. You are going to unlock something. Fortune. More money than you've ever seen by being yourself. By doing what makes you happy. By breaking this fucking curse. By living something different. Doing something different. Listen, what do you want? That's what you'll get to choose. What do you want? Anything. Okay? Spin the wheel. What you want? Ace of Wands. New ideas. Offerings. The birth of something new. I'm getting to close out messages because that's the end of the end of the story. That's the end of the story. Okay? That's the end of the story. Like, Spirit says we're done here. We are done here. We're going to get a closeout message with the Motivation Manifesto deck. And the card that came out is a life of greater joy, power, and satisfaction awaits those who consciously designs their life. Come through. I send you peace. I send you light. I send you love. And I send you so much alignment on your journey. Peace.